forth. How do you think the sales fraternity or a business development fraternity prepare for something like this? Because they will be at risk given that lockdown persists, social distancing norms continue to go for a long time. So, what should our sales folks out there be doing to prepare for this situation?
Yeah, I think the challenge clearly is for sales and business development professionals. It is going to be tough. I think two or three things watch out. I think everyone wants the experience of personal contact, but I mean personal contact, it's face to face, ideally, right? And that's not going to stop, right? But it'll have to continue now with a lot of new hygiene standards, right? So if they're talking of a distance of 5 meters or around 10 feet, then I think one will still learn to have to adopt to that new aspect. The second part is being ultra conscious of hygiene. So on both ends, right? I know a lot of gated communities, offices, stores will now have temperature sensors, right? So they will screen a person for temperature, to see whether he can literally pass the threshold. Once inside, I think also in terms of physical contact. So not just sanitizers, but at least for the near future, I see using masks, maybe using gloves in the hand will become a way of life. So I think if you respect and recognize the fact that anybody can be a carrier of the virus, what is called asymptomatic, right? You don't have to have visible symptoms. I think, but if you can keep that distance, if you can keep certain etiquette in terms of coughing, sneezing, if you can keep that distance, I think that is a big part of the problem. That'll address a big part of the problem. The second part is being smart to adapt technology that can help, which means if there's a buyer where you need to go and have a personal meeting, I think that's important. But try and see if you can take a lot of the background offline, right? So sending him the brochures, having a quick FaceTime or Google, video call, telling him some of the key elements, and then saying, once it's okay, I'm still going to come across because I believe that as a car salesman or as a business developer, I still want to meet my customer, look him in the eye, right? So you might still want to follow that up with a physical meeting with all the precautions that we talked about, right? Hand gloves, masks, distance, temperature sensors, all the rest of it. But I think it's really using the full length of it. And even your customer is going to see the kind of meticulousness in which you plan this, right? So if you have both good online etiquette in terms of sending him brochures on a video call, taking him through the entire process, taking him to your product benefits, and then you're going to follow it up with a personal call, I think it is going to impact. But like I said, it is about now combining the new reality. Right, it's not business as usual, right? You can't go across unannounced. You can't go and stab someone on the back, and all that stuff. I think you have to learn to recognize that the rules of the game are changing, and once you flow with the tide, as a good salesperson should, I'm sure you'll be able to manage it. But it's going to be a tough. I mean, the people on outdoor field jobs, sales roles, I think they're the ones who are going to get most impacted, right? Because transport won't be what it's like. People's availability won't be easy. I think you have to really work around the edges to reach a kind of happy ground.